Over the past 11 years, I've had so many experiences speaking to wild animals, community animals, companion animals, plants, trees, insects, and I've noticed that these three P's have been the cornerstone and the fundamental principles that I follow in my communication. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you the three important P's for clarity in intuitive communication with plants, animals, and nature. Hi, my name is Akshaya Kavale. I'm a nature and animal communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and other species and have two-way conversations with them. And the three P's that have helped me to get better at these communications are patience, perseverance, and presence. Let me explain it to you further. When I speak about patience, I'm talking about not just being patient with ourselves, but also with the other beings that we are speaking with. We need to remember that whenever we are opening a communication, whether it's a general conversation, whether it's a conversation about something important, something specific, whether we want to understand resolutions, behaviors, health, whatever it is, we need to be patient with ourselves and the other being that we are speaking with. So if we are rushing into the conversation, we want everything quickly, it creates this anxious energy within us, which is also picked up by the animals, plants, and other elements of nature we are speaking with, and that can reflect in our communication. The communication itself can feel very stressed out, very anxious, not just to us who are speaking, but also to the other person you may want to convey that conversation with. So patience is the key in intuitive communication. This is not just for people who are doing this regularly, but also for those who are just starting out. It's like learning a beautiful new language, or rather relearning a language we already know. And because we want to pick up the fluency, the right grammar, the enunciations, the pronunciations, it is important for us to keep working patiently. We need to be patient with ourselves, and we need to be kind to ourselves to be able to pick up this beautiful language and get stronger and stronger at it as we practice patiently. And the second P here is perseverance, because as we practice patiently, we also need to continue practicing regularly. It's not something that we just take out time in the day for 5 minutes, do it for 5 minutes and forget about it. It needs to be an integral part of our life. Just the way a small toddler would learn a language by constantly speaking in the language, listening to others talk in the language, we also need to be constantly speaking to those around us with their due permission, with due respect, while being ethical, while also respecting the boundaries there. However, we have to be we have to ensure that we are persevering to get better, and we use our perseverance day in and day out, keep practicing to ensure we get to the ability, to the skill that we want to. Now, when I say patience and perseverance, I don't really mean to say that you need to have 1 hour of conversations every day. It could be 5-second conversations, 2-second conversations. It could just be hi, hello to the animals around us, to the plants around us. However, these 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds can make it an integral part of our life and hence make it a habit. So we don't really think of it as something we need to set time aside to do, but rather something that we are doing very normally, very casually, and hence it gets easier and easier and more fun for us to do every single day. And the third P that I have found to be very important in my communication journey is presence. Yes, this is equally important. As I speak to you, when I speak to you through these videos, as I speak to my learners who attend my classes, as I speak to my own animals, as I speak to other animals, I need to be present and in that moment. If I'm constantly thinking about validation, about what the human would say, if I'm right or wrong, if the information is accurate, if the information is clear, it is going to impact the quality of communication. So when I'm communicating, I'm focusing on being present so that I can only and only focus on what the animal or the plant or any other element of nature wishes to share with me, rather than thinking about the validation or whether I'm right or wrong, because that will diffuse my attention and that will definitely impact the quality of communication. So there you go. These are the 3 important P's according to me for any intuitive communicator, which are patience, perseverance, and presence. If you agree with this, do mention it in the comment section below. If you have anything else to add to it, please do, because I love to share with all of you and learn with all of you. Until the next video, bye bye.